Hi, Cheryl here, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a get ready with me kind of talk through New Year's Eve look. I've used my Naked 3 palette because I haven't used that yet since I've shown you guys that I received it in the mail. Also, I have got this updo to show you real quick as well. So I hope you guys had an awesome Christmas. And I really hope that the new year brings you all the things that you were hoping for. And thank you so much for your support over the last few months. For those of you that have subscribed, it's meant so much to me. So yeah, have a fantastic New Year's Eve, and I hope 2014 is the best year ever for you. Thanks so much for watching, sharing, liking and subscribing, guys, and I will see you in the new year. Bye! So the first thing I'm doing here is putting in my head candy hair extensions. Here I'm just showing you how to put them in as if you're going to put your hair up into a ponytail. So you just put them in backwards and kind of like flip it to the back. If you'd like a more extensive video on this, then please let me know and I'll do that for you. These are just 16 inches in organic black, and again they're by Head Candy. Next, I'm just kind of find where I'm going to put the bouffant. So I'm just kind of combing the front back, and then I'm going to separate on each side, kind of like halfway about my ear, just the front sections there for pulling back later. So now that I've done that, I'm going to kind of find where I want my like poofy bit or my bouffanty bit, and I'm going to use a teasing comb and just back comb the hell out of it. If you don't want as much height as I like, then you don't need to back comb quite as viciously as I do. Then I'm just going to take my Tangle Teaser and carefully smooth over so that it looks pretty rather than a hot mess. Once I've done that, I'm going to kind of smooth over the top and kind of pull the sides together to create my bouffant, and I'm just going to cross a couple of curvy grips across the middle just to hold it in place there. Make sure you cross them though just for extra grip so they don't fall out. Next, I'm just going to go onto the side and make a ponytail just to include everything. Excuse that straggle bit of hair, I do clip it up later on. Next, you're going to take the two front sections on either side, you're going to smooth them back using a comb or your hands like I do, and then curvy grip them into place. Again, don't forget to cross your curvy grips just to make sure that nothing falls out. It is New Year's Eve after all, you want to look spectacular all night long. Now that I've done that, I'm just going to combine it all inside a hairband just to make sure that it's super duper secure. I'm just using a rat tail comb. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, just to even out my bouffant to make sure that it's even all over. Then I'm going to take a Babyliss Pro 1-inch curling iron and curl my ponytail all over. So what I'm going to do with these curls is I'm actually going to set them. So once I have curled it and held my curl in place, I'm then just going to carefully take the curl out and pin it with like a 3-pronged clip, because I find them easier to use, but you can use curvy grips etc. to set them. And you are basically just going to do your whole ponytail like that, and then once your whole ponytail is done, you're then going to go on to makeup to let the curls cool down and set, and then you can go onto your face. So that's roughly what it should look like once you're done. Onto the face. So first I'm going to start with the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation in my winter shade, which is Warm Sand, and I'm going to use a stippling brush to blend that all into my skin. Next onto my brows, I'm using NYX Cake Powder, my fave, in dark brown. I'm going to use the wax just to hold everything down in place. I lost my brow brush, so I'm having to use the crappy one that came with it. I'm just going to run the lighter colour through the front of my brows and the darker colour through the tail ends of my brows. So difficult to do my brows with that tiny brush. Next I'm priming my eyes with Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion in Eden. And onto the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, first showcase on YouTube for me. So in the crease I am using the colour Limit. It's just such a pretty pink matte shade. I'm using it slightly above the crease as well. Then all over the eyelid I'm going to use the colour Liar. It's just so pretty. Next, just to darken up the corners, I'm going to use the colour Factory just on the outer corner and slightly in the crease, just to darken up the Liar just a little bit. I'm going to use the colour Black Heart along my upper lash line, my lower lash line, and in the crease, just to make the effect more smoky. And I'm just going to keep adding that in, blending it out with a blending brush, and then adding more and more. I went back quite a few times, and that's Black Heart. Blend, ladies, you can never blend enough. Just make sure you blend until it's as smoky as you want it to look. I'm also going to use it just on my lower lash line as well, just to smoke out the bottom, just to make it look a bit more even. For my inner corner and tear duct, I'm using the colour Trick. It's a really pretty, like, sparkly gold colour, and it just looks so nice, and I'm using it slightly on the inside lower lash line as well. Then last but not least, I'm using the colour Strange for my brown bone, and just to blend into Limit a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more, I say natural, but not so harsh. Next, I'm just using my number 7 concealer. It's from the Match Made range, and it's in Warm Sand again, and I'm using it under the eye, and I'm going to use it slightly just to define the wing of my eyeshadow, just so I get a nice straight line. Next, I'm going to line my eyes using the Maybelline Smoky Eye. I'm also going to be using Maybelline's The Rocket and Maybelline Colossal Volume mascaras. So I'm just going to line my eyes on the top and bottom lashes, and also the waterline, and I'm going to tight line as well with it. Now I'm going to load on the Colossal eyes, and then once I've done that I'm going to go on to the Rocket. One volumizes, one lengthens, so I figure use them at the same time, you get both effects. Now I'm going to use my Sleek contour palette in medium, and I'm going to contour the hell out of my face. So cheekbones, jawline, upper brow, everything. Just contour your face to the max. I'm going to look chiseled. Next onto my blusher, I'm using the HD Brows blusher in number 2. It's so pretty, it's like a pinky rose gold and it goes perfectly with the Naked 2 palette. It's absolutely gorgeous, it's one of my favourites. Then I'm just going to use a stippling brush to blend my blush and contour together so there's no harsh lines. Onto my lips, I'm using an Easy Lip Crayon, it's by Sugar and Spice. And I think this colour is called Pink Pout. It's really, really extreme and over the top, but I thought it was easy and manageable for New Year's Eve. That's all my makeup done, guys. So now I am just going to let down the curls that we had setting earlier, and I'll probably give my fringe a little sort out. Just kind of swipe it to the side. Do what you got to do with your bangs. There's no rules here. And that, guys, is my finished New Year's Eve look. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe, and I hope that you have a fantastic New Year's Eve. Bye, guys.